formatting means the way we present, organize and arranging a presentation to make the slide more beautiful. What all things we can do using this formatting? What are the options available in this PowerPoint? So it will involve the type of the font we apply, then matching colors of the text in the presentation and background colors and style. So first main thing what we have to do is background. Whenever you open a PowerPoint, you will find the background as white in color. So I want to change the color of this background first. So how can we add a background color? Background means it will help the slide to make the whenever we see a slide, to make the slide more attractive and more understandable, we have to first differentiate between the background and the things we type. So first, how to change the background? You can change the color shade or texture from a slide background only. So adding a background color, you can do it for one slide. For each, if you have 10 slides in a presentation, for each slide you can give different backgrounds, or you can give the same background for all the slide. That is according to our wish. So what are the steps for this? First, you have to click on Format Background option. This Format Background option is available in the Design tab. When you click on this, a Format Background box will appear. And you will have many options there. When you click on fill in the format background box, you will see 4 options. First one is solid fill, second one is gradient fill, and third one is picture or texture fill, and the fourth one is pattern fill. So formatting background, first design tab, then click on format background. A box will appear. You have to click on fill option. Then you will get another 4 options, that is solid fill, gradient fill, picture or texture fill and pattern fill. First one is solid fill. Solid fill means you can choose a color from the fill color option there. The entire slide will have only one single color. When you click on the format background, after clicking on that fill option, when you click on the solid fill option, you will have one particular color. You can choose any color from that color box. When you choose that color from the color box, see, you can choose a color from the color box like this. And what will happen if I am choosing blue color, the entire slide will change to blue color. Next is gradient fill. Here in solid fill, the color will be same in the entire slide. For gradient fill means from one end to another end you can change the color. Either you can make the color darken, or you can fade the color, or you can make the color lighten. There are 4 options available in this. First one is preset gradients, type, direction and color boxes. When you click on gradient, you will have 4 options there. First was preset gradients. You can see when you click on preset gradients, you can see different slide options there. In one slide itself, you can see many color changes. You can choose any one of that. Then you can choose on type. Like for example, which type you want, rectangular, linear. If the slide needs to be in from top to bottom, you can do that, or from right to left, you can do that. Next is direction boxes. Direction boxes, you can see if you want the color from top to bottom or from one corner to other corner, whichever direction you want, you can choose that. The other one is color box. Whichever color you want to choose, or if you want a particular color to be in that slide, you can do that as well. Next is picture or texture fill. For that, you have a texture box, and under that there is an arrow. You have to click on that arrow. You will have many variety of texture like paper, bag, newsprint and sand. You can select from that and apply that pattern to the slide, or you can select any picture if you have in your computer. You can make that as a background, or if you have any picture on the internet, you can choose that as well. See, when you click on that option, preset or picture or texture fill, then you will have these many options there. You can select any one texture and the texture will be applied to the slide. Next is pattern fill. To fill the background of the slide with a pattern or specified color. I am choosing one color. If I want that color in different styles, I will use this pattern fill. Now I am choosing one yellow color or blue color. You can see different patterns which is available when I am clicking on pattern fill. Choose any one pattern and that will be applied to the particular slide. If I want the dotted pattern, I'll click on that. That will be applied to that particular slide, but the color will be single color. See. So today we discussed about the 4 fills, that is solid fill, gradient fill, picture or texture fill and pattern fill. The reading Smart Lookup means it's a new feature which is added in Microsoft Office 2016. What is the use of smart lookup? It is used to find the information. If you want some information about some selected particular word or phrase, you can select that word and find the information using smart lookup. It will collect the information from the internet and provide us the information. So what are the steps for this? First, you have to select the word or phrase to be searched. Whichever word or phrase which you want to know what exactly it is, you have to select that first. Then click on the Review tab. Under Review tab, you have an option called Smart Lookup from the Insights group. Under Insights group, we have Smart Lookup. When you click on Review tab, you can see that. Once you click on Smart Lookup, a Smart Lookup task pane will appear on the right hand side of the slide. Under that Smart Lookup task pane, you have two tabs. One tab is Explore tab and the other one is Define tab. So when we click on Smart Lookup, we will get a Smart Lookup task pane and that will appear on the right hand side of the slide. In that you can find two tabs. One tab is Explore tab and other one is Define tab. Explore tab, it will show us all the information which is associated with the selected text from internet. And Define tab, it will show us only the definition and pronunciation of the selected text. Explore tab, it will show us all the information for the selected text from the internet, and Define tab will only show us the definition and pronunciation of the selected text. So Smart Lookup, you can how to use the Smart Lookup. First, you have to select the word or phrase to be searched. Then click on Review tab. Select the Smart Lookup option from the Insights group. The Smart Lookup task pane will appear like this on the right hand side. There you can find two tabs, Explore and Define. When you click on Explore tab, it will show us all the information which is related to that selected text. It will collect the information using the search engine called Bing from the internet. And Define tab, when you click on that, you can see only the definition and pronunciation of the selected text. The next feature is ink equation. It is a new feature and it is used to add the mathematical equations into the presentation. You know what is equation. You have learned it in your maths. So in order to add that inside the presentation, you can use this ink equation option. You can write it directly on the screen or PowerPoint will convert them into the text. So what are the steps for this? First, you have to click on the Insert tab. When you click on Insert tab, you can select Equation option which is present in the Symbols group. There is a drop down arrow in that. When you click on that, you will get many options. Among them, you have to select Ink Equation option. Once you do that, a Map Input Control dialog box will appear on the screen. Take the mouse pointer to that light yellow color area. Once you do that, a small black dot will appear. That is the cursor. There you can start typing the equation. After typing, you can click on the Insert button. What are the steps? First, click on the Insert tab. Select the equation option from the Symbols group. There will be a drop down arrow. Click on that. You'll see many options. Select the ink equation option. Once you do that, this yellow color box will appear on the screen. That is Math Input Control dialog box. Take the mouse pointer inside that yellow grid and a small black dot will be seen. That is called as a cursor and you can type the equation there, and at last you have to click on the Insert button. The equation will be inserted. Why do we use this ink equation option? To identify the equation very soon from the presentation. Next is shortcut keys. We use some shortcut keys here, that is Ctrl+N to create a blank presentation, Ctrl+O to open an existing presentation, Ctrl+S in order to save this presentation, and Ctrl+M to insert a new slide. Next is do's and don'ts of PowerPoint. What we should do and what we should not do while using a PowerPoint. First is do's. The font size should be only 36 to 40 points and the title should be in center. You can cut down the paragraph to sentences, sentences to phrases, and phrases to keywords. Each word or image should help us to convey the message to the audience. It should be easy to understand. And you should take only 1 minute to explain each slide.
These are the do's. Next is don'ts. Don'ts means what you should not do using a PowerPoint. Don't crowd slides. You should use only this normal, not only normal caps, you can use the normal case letters. Don't use more than 8 words per line or 8 lines per slide. Whatever the sound, animation or any effects if you're giving on the slide, it should not be distracting. You should use them only to focus on main points. Don't add any unnecessary information. And the color whichever you are adding should be contrasting to the background. A background and text should be contrasting. You should not add any other color combination.